between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Eason being chased out left, and his first pass is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
They go play action with Eason. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to next-gen stats. Wow. Open man is Duvernay.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Eason. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Play action. It's Eason. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the air. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson now. He's going to take another shot here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Eason to throw. That one caught by Carter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Eason sets to throw it. Throw right side complete to Carter. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. The Vikings at 2-11 now on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Eason. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit, because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 74 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. They'll run with Dobbins. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Justin Tucker to kick off the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last two drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay,
77 yards.
and the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. It brings up 2nd and 3.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Number 1. A 9-yard gain on the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 11. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A pitch comes to Dobbins.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On 2nd down, McCann. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
1st and 10, Eason.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Room here to run. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Baltimore.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 10. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Again, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Throwing again on second down. Eason. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Eason. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 14-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Eason. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort right there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now it's the backup Mayfield. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now Mayfield. And quick throw here, that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. In all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Baltimore, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the season is really